And I was digging a 22-foot deep ditch at Mart Marietta concrete, and with a high hoe, and I come up with a bucket, and I had an engine hanging on the end of the bucket, Model T engine.
A plumber, car restorer, and all-around great guy, Bob Peterson makes a discovery that leads to an unusual gift for his wife, Donna.
You always got her flowers or something for Valentine's. I thought, I gotta do something, so I had a bow from a car I had bought. I had a bow, so I piled all the parts right in the center of that motor, and I put my funny Valentine. So she come out, and she looked at it and laughed.
He brought home this load of junk, and I was supposed to be thrilled.
I said, I'm gonna build you because she always wanted a Woody truck, you know. So we built her a Woody truck.
But as they get ready to drive in it together for the first time in a long time, we'll see if we can get it started first.
Been a long time, Bob. Been a long time.
Go on again.
Come on. You can do it.
And as the years pass, fewer people out there know how to drive them. Of course, Bob does. And he takes us alongside and behind the wheel of this hand-built treasure. It's way ahead of its time in design and operation.
Surprisingly, what people do not understand is this was probably the first automatic transmission. The only difference is you operate it with the pedals sooner than hydraulically internally. That's the only difference. It's built almost identical with the multi-plate discs and clutch discs, and so it was way advanced for its time.
So let's see how it works.
This was the first, they called it a fat man steering wheel, so you could get in and you'd lock it. This is the first cruise control. This is the throttle, you know, whatever speed you're going. And this is your spark, advance, and retard like the modern cars have electronically. This particular one, it has a starter on it, which they started in about 1920, 1919, 1920. Not all cars came with the starter, even then. These run, you start them on battery, and then once it's running, you switch it to mag. And the reason you do that, it doesn't drain the battery, you get run forever, and it actually runs better. The emergency brake, which that's what this lever is, when you pull it, it pushes it in neutral. That's also low gear when you push the pedal down. Now with this, with all pedals out, it's in high gear. To go in reverse, you have to pull this halfway back and push the center pedal. This is the brake with the pedal half in. Many guys have went through garages learning, you know.
Yeah, I know what it's like to almost run a classic into or through a garage. That's another story for another time. Check it out on our YouTube channel now. Now back to work on this story.
With the Model T, you could have 100 of them in a row and they all drive different. For some reason, they're just hand built, and some run smooth, some run rough. They're all different. Surprisingly, I've had them for 50 some odd years, and I've never had to walk, believe it or not. Close. We've been had to come home on a flat tire, but we came home.
Let's see his moves and his machine in action.
You always make sure spark's somewhat up. Takes a little warming up.
lesson over as we cruise back into the spot in Bob and Donna's garage. Check out the series posted now, from Model Ts to Jags to Cushmans and more. Subscribe, share with a friend. This is American Drive with Gary Mativier. And thanks to Peterson Plumbing and Heating, they have been along for the ride since day one.